Shalom, shalom, shalom. Holy and praise on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI, HALAHYAM, YAHAWAH. Almost got hit by a spider web right there. But anyway, holy and praise on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI, HALAHYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And praise and glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and of course, in the morning, said the Padre Milson teacher well. And you can see by the title right there, Trump orders to require banks to collect citizenship info in progress. No. Benson says, here's what to know. No. Treasury Secretary Scott Benseth, Scott Benseth, said that an executive order that will mandate the banks must collect citizenship information from customers is currently in progress. No, so what that is biometrics. No, they're measuring you, the people. You know, they're collecting that data on you, who you are, where you're from, where you're at, what you do. No, they're all tied into your social media account, your emails, all that stuff, man. No, the only that's a big end game with this Edomite. They have everything, including you, tracked. No, and traced and monitored. No, track, trace, and monitor. That's what they want to do to the people of the world, really. No, and now they're beginning the process over here to the banks. Now, in order to get a bank account of any bank, you gotta need a biometric ID. Well, you gotta have. I should say you gotta need your information. No, about your citizenship, about who you are. No. But you gotta only end with a C-hip, a micro C-hip underneath your skin. That's the only end goal of it all. Everything tied in to a digital currency, digital IDs, etc., etc. No, totally formulate into a chip. No only way to buy and sell is to get that chip. To buy and sell, in order to do converse. No, you gotta need that thing in order to do daily converse, man. No. No, so this is a society that we're about to enter into. And the signs are there, man. No. For them talking about stable coin, digital currency right into law. No, making the MOT, making the digital ID mandatory. So this whole world is going to a digital direction, man. No, it's only going to end again with the chip. So let's get that scripture, though. You already know the scripture. We already know the scripture. I already know. But we got to get it again, because we got to keep telling y'all, because, you get new people, who come on the comm board, who don't know. First time ever hearing about, Hebrew Israelites. First time hearing about the truth in general. So this is for you out there. Who are new. Because we already know this. But anyway, this is the book of Revelation to 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an MARK in the right hand or in their foreheads. So in order to buy and sell, you gotta need an MARK, a mark, in your right hand or on your forehead. Now, you get that word there for mark, and go to blue letter. The word mark, real quick. Is the word charagma. There you go. See that charagma? I mean, a stamp and printed mark. The mark stamped on the forehead or on the right hand of the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. No, they say that, but really there is no one Antichrist. There is no John Antichrist. There's not a thing. There's many Antichrists, as it says in 1 John, but not just one, okay? Not just one big bad guy, okay? Now, there's really a system of bad guys, i.e. the elite, top banking family, who are all Edomites, the self-proclaimed white man, because Esau at the end of the world. Now, Esau is the one ruling this world right now. He's a head honcho. So starting with Amalek, the first tribe, the most exalted tribe of Esau. You can read that in Numbers 24, and I'm not mistaken, like 17. No. The Amalek was the first of the nations. They get that word for first. It means the chief of the nations. No, or the top of the nations. You know? Okay? But here's the actual definition. The thing carved, sculptured, graven work. No, of idolatrous images. No, the Strong's a scratch or etching, i.e. stamp. No, so that's what that micro stamp is. No, a stamp, man. Literally inside your skin, man. No, because ancient marks in the ancient world, were literally tattoos that you put underneath your skin. No, you wrote underneath your skin with tattoos. You didn't have the technology of a mark, of a microchip. So that technology wasn't around back then. So when John the Revelator saw these things, the most he could liken it to was the word charagma, or the word in the Hebrew is kwai, if I'm not mistaken, kwai. No, which goes back to a tattoo, because it's not going to be a literal tattoo, a barcode literally ran into your skin, some shit. No, they ain't doing that shit. That's stupid. That is completely stupid. What they got to do is put a chip, make a chip mandatory upon the people, man. Now, that's why you've been seeing a lot in these sci-fi movies and all that stuff. You've been seeing that concept of people being playing with chips. Because there's a little thing called revelation of the method. The revelation of the method. No? Now, you want to put that in the minds of the people. Now, to condition them. Now, where is this? There you go. Leviticus chapter 19 and 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahawah. So you're not supposed to make any cuttings in the flesh for the dead. Because in the ancient world, tribunal marks, or tribal marks, what they're called, which is, again, a tattoo. No? And there's also marks right here is also a tattoo. No? Because in the ancient world, they roll underneath your skin with tattoos. No? Or branded it. They brand the skin. They marked your skin. No? But in this case, they're really putting something inside your skin, which is all the same thing. Because all of it is going, putting something inside your skin that's not supposed to be there. No? But here's a word for mark. Here's a word kwai. The Hebrew means incision, imprintment, tattoo, mark. Incision or gash. So literally, you're cutting your skin open to put something in there. No? You cut your skin open to put something in there. In that case, it was ink or paint or whatever. Now, they literally put it underneath your skin to draw on it for the tribal marks. No? But in the modern day sense, not only is it talking about tattoos that people get now, but also it's talking about a literal chip. Okay, you're literally putting something underneath your skin. Now you're inserting something, imprinting something underneath your skin. Now, in this case, I want to buy and sell. Let's go back to it again. Now, you gotta go back to the digital currency too. Revelation 13:16. He calls a bowl, both small and great, free and rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an MARK in the right hand or in their forehead. So it could be in your hand. It could be either hand. Doesn't necessarily need to be in your left hand or your right hand. It could be either hand. No, or in their foreheads. Because they got the brain, and the word forehead just goes into head. The metapon, the head. Your mind, your head. So it could be back of your head, the front of your head. If I look at the word there for forehead real quick, just to see. If I'm not mistaken, the word there, metapon. Space between the eyes, the forehead. Now the forehead has a common to countenance. The opus, the face. So it's on your face, it's on your head. Now it's on your head. No? So people gotta get marks on their head, and which is literally what they're doing right now. People getting marks on their head. No, it doesn't necessarily need to be the front of your eyes or the face. It could be on the back of your head, side of your head, middle of your head. All you need to do is just be on your head. No? Reading on, that no man might buy or sell. No? So in order to buy and sell, you gotta need this thing. order to buy and sell, in order to do commerce. No, daily converse. So what you do, go to the store, buy some shit, go home, pay your rent, pay your bills in order to buy anything, whether it be services or literally anything. You're gonna need this thing, which also which ties in to digital currency. No, because that's how they gotta control the people. Because you're not gonna need the chip in order to use cash. No, in fact, you don't need to do anything. You need to use cash. No, if you find a $20 bill on the ground somewhere that you can buy and sell. No, but this time they're gonna lock it down. So in order to buy and sell, you need to get that chip. No, and also not digital ID either. No, not just having a digital ID and all that stuff. We already have a form of digital IDs already. You have an ID on your phone that you can pull up your state ID on your phone. That's a digital ID. There you go. No, so not just a digital ID. No, and I don't want to go on a whole tangent, but no, it's too too time consuming, I guess you could say, because this is a whole global thing. No, so trying to monitor everybody, to get, to tech, to track their like social media accounts and all that stuff, to make sure they're on their best behavior and all that shit across the whole planet. It's dumb, put it simply. It's dumb. It's time consuming, which Esau don't have. He don't have the time to try to make sure that everyone's bought into the system and worshiping his system and all that stuff. You don't have the time for that, man. And try to triple check and make sure no one's actually Israelite behind the scenes or just don't agree with the system. It's too time consuming, man. No, you don't have the time for that, man. So the easiest solution, just like you did in 2020, will make this thing mandatory. And you have to physically get it, and prove they got it in order to buy and sell. Just like you need an ID to buy some alcohol or liquor, you gotta need this thing in order to buy and sell. Say if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now the name of the beast goes into the fact that you're owned by the NWO, owned by the elites, the Tom Bacon families. It's a sign of ownership that they own you. Or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now the number goes into the barcode that's on the chip. Because when they scan your barcode, you gotta read that, oh, you got the chip. Because you scan it on the little tap to pay shit. Now you gotta put your hand there and boop, there you go. Because you got the barcode, you got the scanner in there. The receiver, I guess you could say. Here is wisdom for him to have understanding, count the number of the beast, for the number of man, and the number of 600, 666, or 666. What is on the barcode, the two lines, the front, in the middle, and the end, all translate to 6 in barcode language. The two long thin lines, now you can look it up. Now they translate to 6. So that's how you got to going to get the number. But that's only the whole point. So these things like implementing biometric IDs to banks in order to get a bank account is all set up. All for the Motb, or mark. You spell a mark of the, It's all set up for that, man. There's a beginning stages. Loan identified, that's basically the main point. We're going to praise on go vacation to YAHAWAH, Shalom, QADASH, Shalom.